share this video. I'm letting everybody come on in. If you feel anything I'm saying, make sure you send me a donation to my channel. Make sure you send a donation to my channel, because that support the movement, and that's how we keep going strong and keep on keeping on. In the midst of the enemies, in the midst of these haters, we gonna keep keeping on, baby. I need y'all to share this video. Somebody hit me on my phone, 786-310-3112, and they said, Nino, I'm running out of patience. They say, Nino, it's taking a little bit too long to come for me. They say, Nino, what do I do, man? I feel like I'm almost there, but it's just something holding me back from getting to that next level. And I told them, it come a day after you quit. See, a lot of people feel like giving up. Right now, a lot of people lost. Right now, people feel like, man, you know what, man, it just ain't gonna happen for me, man. But let me tell you something about that process. You got to have patience. And see, I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna be people that get in your ear and tell you you can't do something and create doubt and fear. But see, you got to have faith. Fear versus faith. They fears, your fears gonna play all in your head, but what you got to do is tell yourself, I ain't never scared, because I'm gonna keep trying until I'm dead. Understand what I'm saying? Fear versus faith. Always have faith. Thank you so much, Vague Ultra, for that motivational, inspirational message with that super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Shout out to the Prince family. Shout out to Leonardo Morlands Jr. Shout out to Aaron Murphy. Shout out to my main man, Jonte Scott, my #1 supporter on here. Shout out to E-Fitness. Shout out to Pam's Hair Expo. Shout out to everybody watching. Let me get right to it and do it. Hose of Flames on here. Thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate that. Let me tell you something. Whenever you have fear, whenever you have doubt, just remember, you ain't the only one scared. You ain't the only one fretful of what's finna happen, because a lot of people that's trying to make it happen don't know what's finna happen. You ain't the only one alone out here, man. It's some people that don't got no support. You ain't the only one. You just a one-on-one. But what you got to do is never give up. You got to understand that it's gonna be hard from the start. You gotta keep your faith in God. You got to have favor. See, Cesare Brown on here, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You got to have favor. And when that fear kick in, you got to have faith. Because faith, the size of grain of a mustard seed, can move mountains. So if you have faith the size of this right here, just a little bit of faith, you can move the mountains in your life. Let me tell you something. Let's talk about the art of patience. See, what you got to understand, the art of patience is to see your ending in your beginning. Where do you see yourself when you retire out what it is you're doing? Do you say, if you're in the street right now selling dope, right? Do you see yourself at the end of this street shit, man, you know what, I'm going to wind up in prison, man, dead or in jail? Or do you see yourself retiring and cleaning up that money and opening you up a business? Where do you see? Because, see, patience, the art of patience is to see the ending in the beginning. Before you start something, already finish it in your head. You got to come in this thing like the Marines. You got to already have the mission completed while you trying to achieve it before you even started. Understand what I'm saying, man? The art of patience is to see the beginning and the end. Where do you see yourself in the end? Tanya Davis, thank you so much, baby. Shout out to Later PTO 87. Thank you so much for that super chat, baby. But let me tell you something. Where do you see yourself in the end before you start something? Where you see yourself on your job when you retire off this job? When you give up this job, do you feel like you're going to have enough to continue doing stuff that you do on a daily basis? Where do you see yourself when you retire from playing football? Because I got some NFL, Easy E, thank you so much for that super chat. I got some football players following me and you know, socializing with me. Where do you see yourself when you get up out the league? Because you do know the NFL stands for and means not for long. NFL, not for long. NBA, now balling association, but when you stop balling, you ain't balling no more. Understand what I'm saying, baby? Where do you see yourself when you retire? Where do you see your business at the peak of its potential? Trap goddamn Caradas on here. What's up with you, baby? I appreciate that. Cause see, I'm gonna tell you something, like where you see your business at the peak of your potential, like think about it, okay, you know B Ross just checked in, shout out to B Ross, top super chatter of the night. Check this out. When you a hustler, when you a grinder, when you trying to find your way, where you see yourself at the end of this mountain? Where you see yourself? Do you see yourself landing, if you fall down, do you land on a bunch of money? See, I'm gonna teach you something about Jay-Z. Let's talk about Jay-Z, right? So Jay-Z, when he started his career, nobody wanted to sign him. But when Jay-Z reached the peak of his career, he knew the art of finishing and not being greedy. Where do you finish when you goddamn finish this stuff, man? Where you gonna land at? When you fall off or fall down, where you gonna land? Are you gonna land on a bunch of money? The peak of your potential come in the beginning of your start. You gonna know how far you could go based off your potential. You know your potential. And the only way you can classify your success, yourself a success, if you know you really going 100% with your potential. If you just out here, man, and you just doing stuff, man, and you barely getting by, like LeBron, he know when he had a good game, he know that. But when you out here and you just playing ball and stuff like that, man, let me tell you something. You know your potential. Where do you see yourself at the peak of your potential? Where do you see your business at the peak of your business potential? Where do you see your relationship? Shout out to Ronald Groves on here. Shout out to Christian Smith on here. Shout out to goddamn Dally's Reviews on here. Delay Review. What's up with you, baby? Where do you see this? Like you in a marriage, you in a relationship right now. Before you met this girl, she started showing you signs. She started showing you, you understand me, whether she was the one or was she want the one. But did that register to you? Marriage or destruction? Because the end come in the beginning, you start seeing signs. The end come in the beginning when you open up a business. You know what you're going to be dealing with. And if this business grow, you're going to know what you potentially finna deal with. The end come in the beginning when you're trying to be a football player. You know you got to sacrifice that life they call the good life, called living their best life, to go to football practice. You see the end in the beginning, and then what happens is you weave out the bullshit that ain't going to take you to the pulpit. Because the end comes to you in the beginning. Genesis is the beginning, and the beginning to the revelation in the end. Genesis is in the beginning, and revelation in the end. And when God made Adam and Eve, he made Adam and Steve. When he made Adam and Eve, he knew that they was going to produce. We're descendants of Adam and Eve. So I'm going to tell you something, right? You got to learn the art of patience and persistence. Shout out to Marquise Jenkins, my top super chatter of last live. Let me tell you something. Let's say you want to be a rapper. Let's say you want to be a rapper, a superstar rapper, right? Before you start to think that you're going to be rich and successful when your music take off, you start to realize that you got to let this one person hear your music. You start to realize that you got to get you some money to push it. When you make your mind up that you want to be a rapper, a singer, entertainer, you start developing things in your mind that you know, you understand me, that's going to take you to blow. Because first when you come, you already know, like, look, man, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you think that it worked like that, and then you will make a plan and it'll fail because you think something worked the way you think it worked, but it don't work like that. You finna blow up because I'm finna tell you about the art of patience. Shout out to Donald Malone. Shout out to Big Top, TRK on here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me tell you something. You want to be a big rapper. You want to be a successful rapper. You want to be a rich rapper. You want to stand on stage in front of thousands and they sing back to you your song that you took so long to get out there. That's what you want. So when you make your mind up to do that, what God gonna do is prepare you. He gonna prepare you with the process you about to go through. And that process come with getting the right money to get it out there. Shout out to Christie's Corners. Christy Lafaria on here checking in. I feel like that now, but I'm facing everything and continue to run that race. Keep running, baby. You about to blow up, and tell them haters don't show up when I blow up, baby. You finna blow up bigger than the good yard blimp. Watch this here. Immediately your mind start develop ways and things that you finna encounter when you finna take on something. You know that, man. You already know that. Like, think about it, right? Like, when you open up a business, you start to think that your business gonna be big. Like, you know what? I'm gonna open up my own Uber. I'm gonna open up my own Amazon. I'm gonna open up my own mailing service. Or I'm gonna sell t-shirt. Or I'm gonna do this, right? And then what happened is you start to develop ways like, you know what? I need to get on Shark Tank. I need to meet this investor. I need to find somebody that's gonna put money behind it. But then you start to dress different. You ain't wearing your pants off your ass. You ain't talking all crazy on the goddamn thing. You presentable because you know you representing a brand. So what God do is he align you with your vision. Because immediately whatever you say to yourself, man, that you want to be, you got to align yourself with that. And whatever ain't in the vision, you going to go through with that. You ain't going to mess with that no more. And that go for friends, people around you, family members. It don't matter. If they ain't down with the vision, you got to get them from around you. You start to think about like, man, you know what, one day, man, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire, man, and be the one that changed my family life. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a doctor. And your mind start developing the process of how to become a lawyer and a doctor. You start to realize, you know what, man, I got to get improved in this school that's going to make me an ordained doctor. I got to get approved. I got to go through 16, 20 years of college to get my bachelor's or my master's or something like that, to get my law degree and go up there and be goddamn the next Johnny Cochran. I got your mind start developing ways, and then what you do is you start paying the grind. Understand what I'm saying, man? A lot of people don't understand the process. Everybody want that microwave stuff. You got to go through that oven process, man. The process of what you finna go through gonna immediately pop in your head when you trying to, you understand me? God gonna put it in you, baby, because it's already in you or it won't be on you. Vincent Santiago, thank you so much. Bless you too. I appreciate that. See, come and tell you something, right? When you develop this process in your mind, what God do is he start telling you, you understand me, you develop a small plan to find the financial back end to get you to you understand me, where you trying to go. You find the financial assistance, or you find the right people you got to get next to. And God might put them in your path if that's your calling. If it ain't your calling, after the first couple years, you gonna know it ain't your calling because you ain't took off the ground yet. You like a plane that's sitting at the airport that ain't never get off the ground yet, because that ain't your calling. It's some rappers right now, goddamn, they 50, 60 years old still trying to rap. And they been trying to rap since they were 19 years old. It ain't they calling, and they don't realize that it might not be your calling to rap. It might be your calling to produce. It might not be your calling to produce. It might be your calling to write music. It might not be your calling to write music. It might be your calling to produce a show and let everybody else blow, but you get the money off the dough. It might not be your calling to produce music, but it might be your calling to own a record label and put people out like Birdman did. And whenever that tour bus stop and drop, shut them down, open up shop. Hold on, baby. Shout out to Marquis Jenkins, #1. Shout out to Aaron Murphy on here. Shout out to Stanzette Jackson. Shout out to goddamn, yes, sir. He say, people doubted me my whole life to come up. Since I'm secured, they trying to come around. It's just me and God is gangster. You better believe that, and God is undefeated. Shout out to Marquis Jenkins, top super chatter of the night so far. Let me tell you something. You got to go through that process. And it's going to be some people that turn their back on you in the process. And see, when they turn their back on you, what you supposed to do is never let them leave you at a spot where they could turn back around and you still stuck there. Make sure you somewhere else winning. Shout out to MS for that super chat. God bless you for that. He say, that's where I'm at right now. He say, when to say when, but I'm only 1 month in. LMAO. He say, so I got ways to go. You better believe that. It take time. It come over time, not overnight. It come over time, not overnight. God is God. He could have built the world in 1 day. He took 6 days and he rest on it 1 day. It come over time, not overnight. He took a day to build the seas and the lakes. He took a day to build earth. He ain't put no buildings on earth. He made a man, and that man is the manager, and that manager organized all the structure we got in the world right now with fruit, labor, businesses and jobs and stuff like that. When there's a will, there's a way. And let me tell you something, man. You going through your process right now. You finding your calling right now. B. Clay, what's up with you, baby? I'm going to catch this from the beginning. I just wanted to super chat. God, I appreciate that. God, I'm just getting started, baby. You right on time, baby. It's on and popping. It's on and popping. And see, I'm going to tell you something how it works, right? You make a plan that you want to go through. As quickly as possible, you want this plan to, you like, you know what, man, I got to get my music to Nino Brown. I got to get my music to Jay-Z. I got to get my music to Kanye West. And then Kanye West going to blow me up. I thought that. I say, you know what, I got to get my music to DJ Khaled, and DJ Khaled going to blow me up. But I didn't realize that while you going through a process, the process is teaching you success. The process is programming you for success. Because there's certain things you're going to learn in that process that you can't learn at the end of the road. You got to go through it. I didn't think like that. When I first got a record deal, I'm thinking like, man, you know what? This guy going to put me on. He going to put money in my pocket. He going to put my family in a better position. But you know what? I was better off selling dope and get my own money up and investing my own money than signing to him. But the things I learned around him was priceless information. Priceless information. I learned wisdom. I learned knowledge. And I had developed an understanding from the Most High God. But I thought in the beginning that, you know what, signing to DJ Khaled could just press a button and you're going to be bigger than life. But the truth is, that's what Ace Hood thought. And see, the thing about me is I snapped out of that shit quick and went and did my own thing. And Ace Hood, don't nobody know where he at. And by the way, it's still on Ace Hood. This is the same Rolex that fell off on Ace Hood on the BET Award. I went and bought it the day out. Same Rolex, and it's still Ace Hood. It don't never fall off. I ain't gonna never fall off. I'm gonna tell you why I'm self-made. When you self-made, you develop ways, and God for you, he ain't against you. Understand what I'm saying? But I had made a plan, and my plan ain't go through. I got impatient. I started making attempts, and then it started to fail. I started feeling like, you know what, I got frustrated. I started to cry. I went and had a heart-to-heart with DJ Khaled and told him, I say, man, you know what, man, bro, please, bro, I don't know what we got to do, bro. Anything that's going to still maintain my sanity and maintain my integrity, I'm down with it, man. But, man, listen, man, we got to do something because I'm sick of struggling, man. I'm tired of hustling. I'm tired of taking penitentiary check. Yeah, man, you going to blow up, man. We got to make sure Ace Hood blow up first. I'm like, man, you know what? Nah, bro. I ain't with all that. So I went my own way and did my own thing. And I remember Birdman. I remember a couple people, Busta Rhymes. Everybody was attacking this man about putting me out Funk Master Flex. All these Breakfast Club, Charlamagne the God, asked Khaled about me. All these niggas, man, put that nigga Nino Brown out, man. Back then I was going by Rich Kid. They were like, put this nigga out. This nigga shit is the shit. Because I'm gonna tell you, DJ Greg Street was doing, he was calling about me. When you the underdog, people root for you. They root for you because you the closest thing to them. And if you make it, they know that they close to making it. See, that's why they always root for the underdog. You understand what I'm saying? So people was rooting for me and shouting for me and trying to help me, but it went in his heart and his desire to help me. It was in his heart and desire to teach me, because that's how God made it out for him to do. God made it out for DJ Khaled to teach me, for me to learn my information and knowledge. And you know, the way I prioritize my schedule now is learned through the politics of how DJ Khaled did his thing. I had to learn that by going around that. I didn't get caught up. Like, you got to think about it, right? It's so many rappers that hang around rappers that got cars and jewelry and stuff like that, but they don't own nothing. They mama stand in the projects, but this rapper here ride in the Maybach. This rapper here, kids straight, they kids go to the goddamn, they living in the project, messed up, go to the shitty booty schools. But this rapper here, he take care for the rest of his life. And he just feel good about hanging around and rapping and having access to women that he ain't never had access to. He just feel good about getting a little money that he gets spoon-fed, he eat whenever boss eat. If boss go to the 5-star restaurant, he cool with that. And see, I was cool with that at first because I was new to that. But then at a certain time, I'm like, you know what, man? Yeah, it's cool to go to Ruth Chris, Houston's and all that and eat. You understand me? But if I stack my own fee up, man, I go eat my own food. I ain't got no man. I don't need no man to take care of me. Yeah, it's cool to wear We the Best chain. I wore it one time. Thank you so much for that. But I gave it back because I realized, man, you know what? Instead of wearing these diamonds and all that, I'd rather pawn that and get the money from that where I could take my kids and put them in a school, you understand me, that they need to go to get the wisdom that they need to get to the next level. See, I started to wake up quick. I wasn't on that shit these other niggas on. Some of these niggas 40 and 50 years old ain't accomplished nothing in life, but they still around boss. They still around these rap niggas, hoping one day they put them on. They ain't woke up yet. See, I stayed woke, and I tried to talk to Ace Hood. I remember coming to Ace Hood like a real nigga and saying, bro, listen, man, let me check this out, man. That little gangster rap shit you be doing, that ain't for you. You need to do the shit with the hoes. You know, that little slow shit, that's what you do. You got a nice little physique, do the little shit with the hoe. Nigga ain't want to listen to me. So look at him now. Now the nigga just work out all day and eat goddamn apples and shit like that and pass with Rick Ross. I don't know what he doing. But whatever he doing, he should have listened to me, because I would have managed this fuck ass and had him on top. And this ain't no diss to Ace Hood. This ain't no diss to DJ Khaled, because I'm thankful for DJ Khaled, because the truth is, without going around this man and learning from this man, I would have never got my mind positioned to understand what I know now. I had to see it. I would have never met Jay-Z if it weren't for DJ Khaled. I would have never got from out the Rolex parking lot if it weren't for DJ Khaled. Truth is, I ain't never get $1 from this man. You understand me? But I realized that if you teach a man how to fish, he'll never want to eat for the rest of his life. But if you teach a man how to buy the pond, his family will never want nothing for the rest of their life. So he taught me how to fish without even knowing that, because I'm listening, I'm up under everything, I'm doing the day-to-day thing with him, right? And then I taught myself how to buy the pond, because once I realized, oh, this the connect he buy the pond from, I went and bought my own pond. And I put my own fish in there. And I ain't want nothing but some salmon and croquettes. And I ain't want something but some sharks and that shit. And now my family ain't gonna never want nothing for the rest of their motherfucking life. Because you know why? I had to develop that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that I'm trying to put in you, where you ain't gotta go through what I went through. But somebody gotta blaze the trail first. And a leader, that's what leaders do. Leaders blaze the trail first. So let's say you make a plan to step to that man to get signed to a record deal, and that plan failed, right? And you immediately get impatient and give up. You made a plan that lacked patience. You made a plan that lacked patience, persistence, consistency. You made the wrong plan. You supposed to went back to the drawing board because plan A ain't work. We ain't telling you to make a plan B. We telling you to revise plan A and go back to plan A. Because plan A ain't work. Go back and do your research. I'm going to tell you something. Patience is a talent. Patience is a key. Kanye West had to be patient while he was living in that apartment in Chicago with his mama with no money, from getting into a horrible car accident where he got into an accident where it altered the way he speak. And now from getting into that horrible accident that altered the way he speak, that changed his speech, changed his identity, changed the way he looked, and changed his life. He now a billionaire. Matter of fact, he just as rich as the man that got him there. Him and Jay-Z neck to neck, and he like one deal away from being richer than Jay-Z. If you combine Kim K and Kanye West, they probably richer than Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know why? Because the process, being around people, learning the information, developing the knowledge, the wisdom, and understanding of how to maintain this game. Tom Brady had to wait on draft night. Just imagine you sitting in your living room on draft night. You Tom Brady. You knew you was Tom Brady before the world knew you was Tom Brady. But the truth is, you waiting. And they calling everybody name but your name. They call everybody name 198 times. They call different names before they call Tom Brady. Tom Brady was the 199th pick of the goddamn draft of the New England Patriots. But because it took so long for Tom Brady's name to be called, he used that as fuel to win 6 Super Bowls, a couple MVPs, and became the best quarterback to ever play in the NFL. He had to go through hell, but he ain't stopped there. Understand what I'm saying, baby? Jeff Bezos started Amazon in his goddamn garage years ago. Just imagine, you know you Jeff Bezos, you know you got the potential to grow, but don't nobody believe that you finna receive these blessings that you claim to be. But you in your garage and you putting together some kind of plan to make you bigger than life, but they ain't seeing it, and you naming it Amazon, but they don't even realize you got a vision. They got a sight that they laughing at you in your garage, putting together Amazon. Nobody believe in that man's vision. But he stayed patient. He stayed persistent. And now Jeff Bezos is the richest man on planet Earth. All it takes is time. All it takes is time. Let me tell you something about patience. They said a man will never walk on the moon. They said a man will never walk on the moon. And now because one person walked on the moon, you woke up one day, I don't know if you was old enough or you old enough on this thing right now, and they told you a man walk on the moon. Not because somebody done seen that happen. They knew it's a possibility to go through with it and did it because they seen him do it. See, you inspire people that act like they don't even see you. You inspire people that act like they don't even see what you doing. They act like they ain't watching you, but you ain't patient enough because they ain't patting you on your back. They ain't tapping you on your shirt and saying, girl, you doing your thing, girl. Keep going. They ain't gonna do that. The Prince family back in the building. God, boy, I'm finna go in tonight, baby. Patience is one of those keys to becoming successful. You better, let me tell you something. The Prince family got 100 million subscribers on YouTube. You know how much patience it takes to get 100 million subscribers on YouTube, and right now we rocking with each other on my channel. Man, that's a blessing, and that lets you know. See, I'm gonna tell you something, right? Your candle don't lose fire when you light another candle up. When that man come on my page, he always show love. When that family come on my page, they always show love, because you know why? They understand the laws and tools of money. They understand the laws and tools of support. You support one another, and God gonna continue to support you. See, I'm going to tell you something, right? Some of us look at 50K as a good year, but some of us look at 50K in a month as a bad month. What's your perspective? Who your tribe? Choose your tribe wisely around this joint. Real people know, man, about that how you pass that thing around and how it come back. Because when you plant them seeds, they grow fruits, and you eat off it. Understand what I'm saying, baby? Shout out to the Prince family for that, man. That brought me a tear of joy. I appreciate that. Let me tell you something. Rule number 1, never listen to people that ain't got what you want out of life. See, what you got to understand is people will place their inability to do something on your life too. Because they never did something, they'll tell you you can't do something. Or because the way you doing something seem like you finna do it bigger than they did it, you know what they gonna tell you? Man, you need to stop that, man. You crazy. Let me tell you something. Everybody that's rich and I'm sure the Prince family, before they became the Prince family, I'm sure they had friends and family that turned their back on them, say this will never work. I'm not supporting that. When they had 1 subscriber, when they had 10 subscribers, because we all got the same story. When you got 10 subscribers, when you got 5 followers, people look at you, man, you need to stop that social media stuff. You ain't never gonna blow up on that. But let me tell you something. You gotta be crazier than Kanye West. You gotta believe that you can achieve. Because Kanye West's shoes done jumped over the jump man. Because he crazy as a bed bug. He done went from a thug, a killer, to a preacher nigga. And y'all still out here buying this shit, and he done walk right up, and he know he done canceled himself and walked right up in the White House and sought with the president. He was the first one that endorsed President Trump with the hat on. And y'all canceled him. Shout out to Tiffany Smith, thank you so much. Y'all canceled him, and he canceled himself, and then you know what? He still blowed up. Because when it's for you, can't nobody be against you. So don't listen to them. Rule number one, never listen to them. People have placed their burdens on you. People have placed their inabilities on you. People have placed their potential that God gave them on you when you could surpass their potential and bring them up to your level. And there's certain people watching you right now that ain't gonna tell you they watching you. Because all they understand is that, let me tell you something, when people put their burdens on you and people tell you can't do something, tell them this: I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me. I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me. I want you to be patient. If you fail at something, keep trying till you get it. Don't give up. Keep going till you get it, man. Do you understand that a crawling baby, a baby that crawl on his knee and his hand, keep crawling? He'll try to walk, she'll try to walk, she might fall, he might fall, but let me tell you something. Even though they failed at trying to walk that one time, they never give up. They never give up. And the next thing you know, not only do these babies get up and start walking, they hit the ground running, and you trying to get their ass back in the house. So if a 2-year-old baby, Prince family, I know I got them, might be 3 years old, some of the kids got them, they be gonna play with the iPad. Let me tell you something. 2-year-old baby got patience. Why can't you? You 20 plus years old. You 40 plus years old. Shout out to David Veen on here. What's up with you? You 40 plus years old. You've been on this world 20 plus years. David Vane, thank you so much. You've been on this world 20 plus years, and you telling me you ain't got enough patience than a 2-year-old, 3-year-old child? See, I'm gonna tell you something. This is how you develop patience. Developing patience is learning how to handle the passing of time. See, time feel long when you waiting on something you really want. Like you order something off Amazon, and you think because you a Prime member, it's supposed to be there time as you press buy, and you gotta wait 2 days, and you don't like that. You want it right now, and then you checking where my stuff at, Mr. Jeff Bezos? Where my stuff at? I ordered it last night. I'm a Prime member. But it's a process, and you got to be patient for that process, because though the carrier bringing you the blessing and you done paid your money, it's still a process for that item and that good to get to that service, for that mail service to deliver to your doorstep. Wait your turn. So time feel long when you waiting on something you really want, like a woman that you love. Shout out to Relentless on here. Relentless need to your tribe. You're killing it. Congrats. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like you waiting on this woman to come through. You understand me? You hard up. You been goddamn, you gunning it. You watching too much goddamn Pornhub and all that stuff. And you done hit her up. Girl, where you at? Okay, I'm coming, baby. I just left the club. I'm drunk a little bit. It's gonna take me a little minute. You got to be patient, but every second on that clock, that mushroom tip in that clock getting softer, because you know why? You waiting. You waiting. So time feel long when you waiting on something you really want. Time feel long. You think time ain't feel long to Tom Brady when he was waiting on his name to be called in the draft pick? You think time ain't feel long for LeBron James when he was trying to win his first NBA championship? You think time ain't feel long for the Kansas City Chiefs to draft Patrick Mahomes and go on to win a couple Super Bowls? Time feel long, baby. Time feel long when you somewhere you don't want to be. You might be somewhere on a family vacation, they done piss your ass off, and you ready to get back on this flight and get back home. Time feel like, tomorrow ain't here yet, Time feel long when you somewhere you don't want to be. Time feel short when you on a vacation or a vacation with this new broad. Bad as a goddamn Cocker Spaniel. Bad. She bad. So time feels short when y'all on vacation. You land Friday night. Then you got all night Friday. You get up, it's Saturday. Saturday night, you back on the flight Sunday. It came and it went just like that. Time short when you're on vacation. Time feels short when you reach certain levels of success that you worked so long to get. Time feels short when you reach success that you took so long to work for. Like me, I took 12, 13 years to become successful. Rick Ross took 12 years. DJ Khaled took about 10 years to become successful. Certain people take time. Kim Kardashian, her stuff came off a sex tape. That's overnight. That's 5 minutes. Ray J came in 5 minutes. I was mad I bought that shit. He came in 5 minutes. But 5 minutes of that got her $500 billion. Understand what I'm saying? So time, depending on what you're doing, that's why you should do what you love, because happiness is the key to success. Because when you're doing something that you love to do, that is automatic a success to you. No matter if that man want to be the best car wash man that ever been created. If he doing that, he a success. No matter if you want to be the biggest waist shaper girl that sell waist shapers out there. If you doing that, you a success. Success is gauged off what you want to do at the best of your ability. So understand what I'm saying, man. Let's talk about the essence of time. Time feels short when your family member in that ICU having health complications that money can't fix. You want the doctor to stop this stuff. You want the doctor, you got to do something. My grandma, this my grandma. This my granddaddy, man. This my motherfucking daddy, man. Doctor, you gonna die in this. You better save my daddy. COVID, I don't give a fuck about no COVID. This my daddy, dog. This my motherfucking mom. Doctor, listen, you told people you ain't gonna cuss no more. But you in them people facility going off. You know why? Cause time, you on the clock. And it started to feel like every second they might lose their breath and flatlining down your ass. So time feels short when you got a loved one in the ICU having health complications that money can't fix. I'm gonna tell you something else when time feels short. Let's say you're on a roller coaster ride. And see, on that roller coaster ride, on the way up that roller coaster, it's always longer than on the way down. So when you ride up that roller coaster ride, you hear every goddamn spring and belt and all that. But when you get to the top of that goddamn roller coaster, you get one split second to see the whole world on earth and then take your deep breath and hold that shit and you coming back down. That's how life works. Life works just like that. You get a split second to enjoy this life, enjoy this money, enjoy the best thing. That's why 1 year of hustling ain't worth 30 years in the federal penitentiary. Cause yeah, you gonna get a little time, you understand me, to ball and hit all the women you wanna hit and do all the stuff you wanna do and get all the things you wanna get. But them 30 years in the penitentiary, you finna sit there. See, some people wanna have a successful day. Some people wanna have a successful month. Some people wanna have a successful year. But let's focus on having a successful life. And with that successful life, it takes patience. Cause life is a marathon, not a sprint. You gotta be patient. Understand what I'm saying? And see, I'm gonna tell you something about this roller coaster ride that you get on, right? The roller coaster ride take 4 minutes. You on that shit, that be 4 minutes, you off that motherfucker, right? But guess what? The process to get on that ride, the line that got on that ride was 2 hours. So you had to stand in line 2 hours. You ain't skipped the process of that line. Ain't nobody's letting you skip them. You ain't skipping the line. You waited 2 hours for a 4-minute ride. Patience. You was patient to get on that ride. And when you got off that ride, you had fun, but you like, you know what? I don't think I want to get on another ride and wait 2 hours of my day. And that's how them parks get y'all, by the way. When y'all go to all these big parks, just understand that all them hours of rides, the waiting to get into like a 4-minute ride, that's a hustle. Because it's designed for you to go around and buy merchandise out that goddamn park. It ain't designed for you to get on them free rides that you think you're getting on free. Better go buy you one of them express lane passes. It's a hustle. Understand what I'm saying, baby? When you start to understand these concepts, who that is? Shout out to Asharia, the God lover. Shout out to Debo Muscle Cars on here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. When you start to understand these concepts, you develop patience. See, these hard concepts teach great patience. You gotta have patience in order to win. You gotta be patient in a relationship. You have to be patient in a relationship because you got to understand that you're dealing with a whole nother man that came from another human. Two other humans that wasn't raised like you. You got to be patient with that man. His upbringing different from you. Your upbringing different from him. So you got to be patient. He might not have the kind of common sense and logic, but you like the way he dressed, like the way he smelled, like the way his car drive, like his hustle, his ambition and stuff that you ain't getting your last piece of shit ass nigga. So guess what? You got to be patient with him. He might be the one, but he might be dumb. His elevator might not go all the way up. Got to be patient with his dumb ass. She might be the one. But if you become impatient over the fact that you can't get them to catch up fast enough, you know what happened? You will start saying things because you getting impatient, you getting frustrated. You will start saying things that you regret. You will start saying things that you can't never take back. And then you know what? You will start to wonder, what if I could find something better out there? What if it's a better man out there? What if it's a better situation out there that I ain't gotta teach this hard-head ass nigga what I'm teaching? I'm gonna fuck his ass up. What if it's a better broad out there that goddamn ain't so damn slow? Cause the longer the I last, the slower the longer the I last, the dumber the. Understand what I'm saying? So you start to wonder, what if I could find something better? And then you risk it all. I was one of your early subscribers. Ernest Haston, what's up with it? I appreciate that. I'm looking to blow up. I needed to hear this message. Let's go, baby. I got you. So you start to wonder, what if it's something better out there? Because you lose patience. What if it's a better person out there for me? So you risk it all, and you know what happened? You wind up with something worse. You wind up in a worse situation because you lack patience. Yeah, this person was the one, but this person wasn't educated like you is. This person might have learning disability. This person might be LD in school. This person might have ESE issue. And you caught them when they reformed, but they ain't all the way reformed yet. So what you got to do is be patient along your journey. Be patient. Or probably the person you with ain't never have a woman in a previous relationship that pushed them to do better. Make them become a better version of themselves. They always had women that was complacent with their situation. So when you dealing with a man or a woman, just understand that's a whole nother being. That don't make these people bad people, that they don't get what you got and they don't understand what you understand. Because common sense ain't so common. You just got to be patient. Patient, but not dumb. If it's not working for you and you been goddamn with this man a whole year straight and he just goddamn just keep doing the same shit, dumber than a box of rocks, walk your ass away. Because you ain't got too much time to be playing with a dummy all the time. Because all that's going to do is make you resent that individual. You ain't going to like that person. So walk away and keep your sanity. But before you walk away, I want you to try everything that you could try to keep hope alive in your relationship. Just to be sure when you walk away, it ain't going to work and you ain't the bad guy. Because then it give you clarity and closure to that relationship. It give you script to move on, but when you know you could have done something to right your wrongs and you don't do that, you know what happens? You start to feel like, you know what? You start to go back and look at your ex instead of your next, because you know you ain't really get at the full potential you could have get him. I'm gonna tell you something else. Patience is rewarded with script. See, this generation don't have no patience. And that's why this generation so weak. This era so weak, because they ain't got strength enough to wait. Niggas want sex. Women want money. Niggas want a broad with a nice body, but then they get mad at the broad with a nice body when they find out she can't cook, she can't clean, and she ain't what his mama is. Women want the money. They get the nigga with the money. and the nigga run all over him, and that thing, you know, she calling his mama trying to find out, you heard from Craig yet? Craig ain't called you yet? Girl, he ain't been by here. Knowing damn well he with that other bitch. That's what she wanted though. But y'all in this generation, y'all want everything right goddamn now. You got to learn how to be patient when you building up yourself. Be patient. Be patient when you building up yourself. Let me tell you something else. See, I want you to look at this, right? Let's say you want this dream home. You say you want to live like the Prince family. You want to live like Nino Brown. You want to live like young Stammy Ernest on here. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate that. You want to live big. Do you know that it takes 1 to 4 months for an architect to draw up a structure of a house? So that's 1 to 4 months. You ain't goddamn in your house. They gonna sit there and draw up this big old house you say you want. It gonna take them 1 to 4 months. You coming over there, goddamn, y'all ain't lay a brick yet? No, we still drawing, baby. I think we done messed up somewhere. What you mean y'all done messed up? I want my house. I done gave you $1.5 million. You telling me you ain't got my house? It takes 1 to 4 months to build the structure of the house on a piece of paper, the blueprint of that house. It takes an architect 1 to 4 months to draw it. It takes 7 months to 9 months to build the house exactly like you see on that piece of paper. 7 to 9 months it takes for somebody to build the same structure that the architect sat down and drew up. 7 to 9 months. But you could live in that house for 50 to 60 years, depending on renovations and if a toilet go out or a water heater or something like that. You can live in that house for 50 to 60 years because the structure's strong, the foundation's strong. But can you wait 12 to 14 months to live in your dream house? Can you wait? I ain't telling you to be patient and don't do nothing. I'm telling you to work while you wait. If it takes 12 to 14 months to live in a house that I'm going to live in for 50 to 60 years and I ain't never got to leave that mother, I'm going to wait. I'm going to be patient. But I'm going to work while I wait. Understand what I'm saying, man? Because if you be impatient while they building your house and they don't get to finish the structure of your roof, and they don't get to finish the window, and a hurricane hit your house, or a tornado hit your house, or a tsunami hit your house, or an earthquake got there and hit the floor, what you gonna do, Craig? What you gonna do, Craig? I appreciate that 321. Shout out to 323 official. Thank you so much for that super chat. God bless you. The longer it takes for things to come through for you, the longer it's gonna last for you. Be patient. Be patient while you waiting on your dream to come through. But it's a different kind of level of patience. See, patience is a talent. So while you waiting on God to come through for you and reveal everything that he showed you in your dream, because you got this vision in a dream, like Joseph. You got this vision in a dream, like the father of Joseph. Before he revealed this thing for you, I want you to understand that you gotta work while you wait. The longer it takes for your breakthrough to come through, the longer it's gonna last for you. Impatience is the worst enemy of ambition. Impatience is the worst enemy of ambition. And let me tell you something. It's so many people impatient. She impatient for this nigga, so she know what she do. She go get him some sex and wind up with AIDS. He impatient for this broad, so you know what he do? He go put a baby in this goddamn baby and goddamn wind up with a goddamn baby from a girlfriend to put him on child support. Vaughn Miller. That's my dog, but I'm telling the truth. See, I'm gonna tell you something. Extracting emotions and applying common sense to make lifetime decisions come with extreme measures of patience. So let's say somebody come at you with some type of situation that gonna require a lifetime decision. Don't react. Let's say somebody come to you and anger you or something like trying to get you off your rocker. Don't react. Express and scream patience, knowing that 60 seconds of anger could cost me 60 years in the federal penitentiary if I kill your fuck ass. Because that's what you're trying to make me do, shoot you. That's what you're trying to make me do, fuck you up. So if I kill you, hurt you, harm you, or danger you, I lose everything that I worked so hard to get. I never get to see my friends and my family no more, and it ain't worth that shit. All the money I spent to build this house is going down the drain, because you know why? I done let you get me out my game. Express patience, because like 323 officials say, patience is a virtue, and not just a virtue. Patience is a talent. Everybody ain't got that talent. Women are very patient, and that's why the court awards children to women in a custody battle, because with a woman, she can provide the patience that a man can't provide. He got to go out there and get the money, but the woman can be with that child and that crying, that baby, that man, like, shut this goddamn child up. You know that ain't my child. She crying too goddamn much. I can't get on Instagram and she crying like that. That woman will let that baby cry. Patience. That woman got patience. That man ain't got no goddamn patience. See, I'm gonna tell you something. You got to have the patience of Job when you out here in these streets. Imagine being rich and losing everything for nothing. You ain't did nothing to nobody. Imagine, I want to tell you what's going on with this guy named Job. A lot of people don't know about Job. You got to have the patience of Job. Let's say you rich, you got 10 kids. You got, your kids got college forever. You got food forever. You got 12 houses, villages, you own everything. And let's just say, you ain't do nothing wrong to nobody. But that old hating ass enemy of yours, man. Go to somebody and say, you know what? Yeah, you put him on, man, and you keep him straight. That's why if you stop giving him what he giving him, he gonna turn on you. That's what the enemy did to Job. See, Job was serving God. Job was blessed by God. Job was favored by God. But because the enemy seen that, you know what the enemy went to? He went to God and said, man, Job only served you because you giving him everything he wants. I guarantee you, if you stop giving Job everything he wants, he gonna switch on you, man. You giving him too much money and power. He got everything he wants. So you know what God said? Because God knew Job. So God said, you know what? I'm going to give you the power to test Job. Go test him. Go try him. Go try him, but you can't kill him. The enemy say, man, look, man, I ain't going to kill him, but watch this. So the enemy, God let the enemy test Job. Job lost everything. Imagine losing money out your bank account for no apparent reason. You see amounts of money coming out your bank account. Miss T, what's up, baby? Thank you so much. Thank you, baby. Imagine losing everything out your goddamn bank account and you ain't did nothing to nobody. You just wake up, man, the enemy taking your money out of nowhere and the bank ain't got no answer for you. You just lose. That's what happened to Job. The bank ain't telling him why. God ain't telling him why. Nobody ain't telling him why. Job was under attack by the enemy, and he ain't know nothing about that. There was an attack on his faith. There was an attack on his patience. But through it all, even when the enemy tried to take everything from Job, even when the enemy tried to crucify Job, hurt Job, you know what Job did? He continued to serve God. He continued to serve God even under the attack of losing everything. The enemy killed all Job's kids. The enemy made all his friends turn on him. The enemy told him, listen, man, you might well throw it in. His own wife turned on him. But through it all, he never lost faith. 323, thank you so much for that super chat. God bless you for that. I appreciate that, baby. I appreciate that. God bless you for that, baby. Yes, sir. Sorry, people calling me while I'm on live. They don't understand I'm on live. Wrong thing to do. Let me tell you something. The enemy killed all Job's 10 kids. Job had 10 kids. The enemy killed them. The enemy destroyed all his land and all his food and all his animals. He had exotic animals He had cattle stashed up. The enemy destroyed all that. The enemy destroyed all Job's servants. They started dying. They started switching on him. He took everything from Job. Job ain't had nothing. Sleeping at the goddamn corner store, Job. Job said the Lord gave him everything, and that he has the right to take it all away. Yolanda Drinker, thank you so much. God bless you for that. I appreciate that. Job said that God gave him everything, and he has the right to take it all away. He still praised God. So the enemy got mad that his plan ain't work. So you know what Job did? The enemy did. That old devil. He went to God. He said, you know what? Let me make him sick. If I make him sick, I guarantee you he'll curse you. I guarantee you he'll switch on you if you let me make him sick. Job, God let him do it. God said, you know what? You can't kill him. Job got real sick. Marquis Jenkins, thank you so much. Job got real sick. Job got sores all over his body that gave him a deadly itch. I ain't talking about that NBA YoungBoy itch. I'm talking about the real itch. He going through it. The enemy done goddamn, he real sick. He got the itch. I ain't talking about NBA YoungBoy. I'm talking about itching all over his body. I'm talking about you got to put that cream that you had when you had the chicken pox. You can't even got no cream for that what the enemy did to Job. Watch this here. Because that's what's going on now, but you got to have patience. Watch this. Stro 100, Zo 100, what's up with you, baby? Believe that you got home from the job. All right, that's what it is. Let me tell you something. He got soles all over his body. You know what his wife told him? His wife said, you need to curse God. You need to just die. You know how them women talk when they get fed up, they ain't got no patience. See, with a man or woman ain't got no patience. She'll have a baby by a no good ass nigga, but she ain't got no patience when you trying to do something right. She don't understand that. Because if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense to a woman. So Job done lost all the money. He can't buy no Louis Vuitton purse. He can't goddamn take her to Ruth Chris. He can't take her to goddamn Pharaoh, none of that shit. He can't do none of that. So you know what she told him? Why you don't curse God and die? You going through all that, curse God and die, old nagging ass motherfucker she was. She even lost her faith and patience. Job should have left that too. But he ignored her and continued to praise God. His best friends turned on him. Don't it sound like your best friend? His best friend turned on him and they accused him of doing things. They accused him of some type of sin and bringing the things that he was going through upon himself. But Job said, you know what? I ain't did nothing for this. God gave me this stuff, man. Y'all just thinking because y'all blessed that God ain't gonna test y'all, but God tested me. And I got patience and he know I could go through that. So y'all could go ahead on, y'all could turn. And they turned on him. And they had the money to help Job. But instead of helping Job, they criticized Job. Just like your friend when she see you lose your house. Just like your friend when they see you lose your car, repossess your car. They could give you a little 200 to get your car out. They could give you a little goddamn 800 to get your goddamn rent fixed. But you know what they do? They criticize your ass and turn their back on you. You can't stay with me. I don't care how bad your goddamn excuse is. You ain't staying with me. You can't ride with me. I ain't got nothing to fix your car. I ain't finna get your car to repossess. You ain't got no food on your refrigerator. You can't eat at my house. I ain't got no more ketchup. No. That's what Job's friend did. Same shit your friend do. Job still praised God through it all. At a certain point, though, just like any man, just like me, just like you, Job got frustrated with God. He got frustrated. He started to get a little impatient. And he asked God, why? He say, man, why I'm going through this, man? Why you taking everything from me, man? What's going on, man? Like, I ain't did nothing for this. Why you got this man playing with me, man? The enemy keep testing me. He done killed all my kids. He done made me lose my broad. She done ran out on me. My homeboy gone. They went to smoke one. They don't want to give me no weed. They got money. They don't want to do nothing for me. I ain't got nothing to eat around this jank, and I got this crazy itch, and I ain't hit no other broad beside my broad. And when I say hit, I'm talking about with the mushroom tip. I ain't talking about with nothing else. I ain't hitting her. How I get the NBA young boy is, God? What's going on with that? So God told Job this. Imagine if God tell you to lost all your money. Look how God play these. That's why I know God a real nigga. That's why y'all nigga gotta stop wearing the fake ass Jesus people. Stop wearing the fake ass Jesus people, because God was a real nigga. Watch this. That's how I know God was a real nigga. This is some shit my daddy would have told me. Me and God kicking all the time. Watch this shit. God said, I am the creator of all things. You are not to question me. I am not to be questioned. I am the creator of all things. At that point, Job repented and praised God. Days later, the enemy gave up and Job's suffering ended. Job was given back double for his trouble. Everything the enemy took from him, God gave him 20 times more. More kids, more wealth, more prosperity. He even lived double his years. He was like 60, 70 years old. He lived to 140 years old. And he lived a very good, fulfilling life. Because you know why? His strength came from his patience. And he developed so much strength from going through the bullshit to get to the pulpit that he remained focused, that he remained faithful, that he remained strong. And I'm gonna tell you something. Maybe right now you in your airplane going through a turbulent time right now, but you don't have enough patience to stay faithful along your journey. You don't have enough patience to stay faithful along your journey right now. Use Job's patience. Use the patience of Job whenever you're going through a tough situation. When you in jail and they tell you no bond, like they just told YFN Lucci, Kodak Black, and all the rest of these gangster rappers, when they tell your ass no bond, you ain't getting out. You got to have patience. Patience. The patience of Job. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a talent. So if you're building a business right now that'll stand the test of time, it's going to require even more patience because it's going to last longer than the enemy expects. Notice in every Bible story, there's a test on every one of God's prophets. It was a test on Moses. It was a test on Solomon. Solomon couldn't pass that test with that woman. He had 1,000 wives, but that one woman that God told him not to mess with, he couldn't pass that test. It was a test on Abraham. It's a test on David. He felt that test too. And listen, that's why even in the Bible day, that's why I know, I'm telling you, Jesus was black, dog. Cause everybody switched on everybody about some coochie. Everybody, they lied on Joseph, say he touched the goddamn king wife. He ain't even touch her. And he wound up richer than the king. They'll lie on you, dog. They lied. Listen, man, they took from Job for nothing. Moses was trying to get people out of Egypt and all that. And they turned on him. People gonna turn on you along the way. Be patient. Because all God doing is revealing the people before he bless you. He got to reveal them. He got to get them from around you because the things that he trying to do for you, they can't be around. A lot of us have friends for years, but sometimes it takes years to learn that that ain't our friends. A lot of us scared to be alone, but you got to be strong to be alone and understand, baby. You got to go through it to get to it. Let me tell this motherfucker that I'm on live, because these niggas is tripping. You got to be strong when you alone. You got to be strong when you alone. It's going to hurt you because you're going to have to walk away from some people, man, that you don't want to walk away from. You're going to have to cut some people off and drop some people off that, you know what, man, you just feel like, man, they supposed to be here. Man, this my brother, man. This my dog. Blood make you related. And loyalty make you family. Marquise Jenkins, thank you so much. Troy Green, thank you so much. Will Lucas, thank you so much. I appreciate that. God bless you for that super chat. Patience. Patience of Job. Patience with raising kids. You want your kids to grow up and be just like you. But your kids got to develop the brains like you. So I would advise you to teach your child strength and protect them from immediate danger, but let them go out there and learn their way, because they're going to sneak behind your back and do it anyway. Learn the art of patience. You got to be patient with your woman, patient with your man, patient when you building your castle, laying it brick by brick by brick, concrete, window, door, patient. Only the strong, Nino. Believe that. Drew boy on here, Drew boy. That's what my dog fixed his credit. I'm proud of you, boy. And it's patience with that. Even when you fixing your credit, they tell you it takes 60 to 90 days before you see some result on them fixing your credit. You like, damn, bro, I just sent you my money. What's up with that? Bro, I got to go through the process and get that stuff removed off your credit. It's going to take me some time. They got to make them calls. They got to send them emails out. And I advise everybody on here watching to fix your goddamn credit. Fix your goddamn credit, because let me tell you something. Credit will buy you a house. Money, listen, man, money ain't an object or a problem. Money is a tool. But let me tell you something. Credit, cash is king, but credit is power. When you got a large credit score, you can walk in Bentley. You can walk in Rolls Royce and take a Rolls Royce off the showroom floor with a signature, because your signature got more weight than Jay-Z's signature on the goddamn plate. Get your credit straight. See, I'm going to share some game with y'all that I ain't even tell nobody. So yesterday, I was at a smoke shop having a cigar in Miami. And one of the white guys that was at the Capitol riot walked in the building. He was racist. And he sat down with us, actually, and the racism came out after he started having drinks. It started to show out that he was racist. So what I told him was, I say, brother, it seems like you have a problem with my kind of folk. I don't have a problem with you having a problem with my folk. I just want to let you know something. Black people don't even like niggas. Niggas do nigga shit. Black people do some shit that you trying to do. Build some shit, make some money, and take care of their family. Black people trying to own houses. Black people ain't trying to go to prison. Black people, they on the same shit you on. They just come from a different kind of background you come from, because y'all done stole everything and y'all done lied and y'all sneaky as hell. But I ain't judging you, brother, because that's your ancestors, and my ancestors still working for me, and that's why I'm still here. When I went to talking to this brother, pitch white, hair look like Trump orange, blue eyes, I don't judge them. I ain't talking like a nigga. I'm talking with great respect. I got a smile and I'm handshaking him. I'm cool with it. Watch this. That brother, at the end of our deep conversation, I explained to him that racism is not the color no more. Racism is divided by your financials now. So if you qualify your credit fit you in the hood, you gonna live in the hood. That's prejudice, racist shit. That's the new racism. Your money making you work on their clock when you don't work on their clock, want to work on their goddamn clock. That's racism. That's prejudice. You know why? Because they own you whenever you don't want to be owned. That's what the fuck they got going on. You know what I'm saying? That's what life about. So understand this. When I explained that brother this, he went to nod his head. He said, you know what? You're right. I ain't never look at it like that, brother. I was at the kid explaining to me he was the one that nailed the noose in front of the Capitol Hills. He said I was the one that nailed the noose on the Capitol thing. And when I explained to him, he told me, he said, you know what? I was wrong about guys like you. There's not many like you, but I want to tell you something. You special, brother. He said, you changed the way I look at all black people tonight. I thought y'all were just wild animals. Thought y'all were just all gangsters, goons, and goblins that just can't stand white people. I say, no, brother. That's what they trying to make you do. But do you know what Monday is? He said, I don't know what Monday is. I don't celebrate holiday. I say, Monday is Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. He died for me and you to sit in the same building without a whites only sign. He died for the blacks to stop going against the whites and the whites to stop going against the blacks, brother. Oh, that's right. Rest in peace, Dr. King. Dr. King died for us to stunt, to make money, to enable us to be around these rich white folk. I'm not on this Black Panther stuff and white supremacy stuff, Jew, Muslim stuff. I ain't known that, man. Don't affiliate me with that. I'm not with the hate speech. That was what's wrong with Malcolm X. Malcolm X preached hate. He was the most powerful speaker of all time, but we'll never have a Malcolm X day. He better than Martin Luther King with that speech. Go look at Malcolm X. He gonna teach you powerful, but he preach hate speeches. So they don't like him. So the Jews ain't gonna get behind stopping their businesses for his day, because he didn't like them folk and he let it be known. But Martin Luther King said, let freedom ring. Martin Luther King really did it with a cause. Martin Luther King had a mission and an agenda to make blacks and whites stop looking at color, because not one of us could look at our brother and say, I wish you was white. I wish you was black. And you put two kids, black and white, in the park, they're going to play with each other. You are teaching your kids racism. You are teaching your kids that the white man is superior to you. You are teaching your kids to go to school and make something of themselves. But make something of yourself ain't going to come from school. All you going to get is learning how to sit down and be on time and see how that school stuff work, right? You go to school at 7 and 8 in the morning and you get out at a certain time and you go home, you too tired to go play with your friend, you want to take a nap. School transition to working for them too. Now you got a white teacher, now you got a white boss. Now you at work, you get to work 7 o'clock in the morning. You clock out at 5 and you feel free. That's race, that's slavery. I don't want to say that, I was using the wrong term. That's the new slavery, whether you white or you black. If you working on a job that you don't want to work on, if you're in an unhappy relationship that you don't want to be in, that's slavery. Slavery is to be in a position that you don't want to be in due to unforeseen circumstances that we can't see, but you know. Slavery. Open your mind, body, and soul, man. Be patient along your journey. Be patient along your way. Now, I'm going to get up out of here, man, but I want to thank everybody for watching. Then we had some like 1,500 people watching at one time. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for watching. God bless y'all for that. Be patient. Tomorrow, I want you to honor Dr. King in some kind of way. Listen to a speech of his, because it's due to him if you live in a nice area. That's the reason you live in a nice area. It's due to him that the government is giving you funding to go put food on your table with food stamps, because the white man got a sympathetic heart for the poor black man. It's due to him that some of these opportunities are popping up for you to work with the white man and make just as much money as the white man. It's due to him. So we owe that to him. Tomorrow, I want you to pay your respects to Dr. Martin Luther King. They might not have no parades and all that due to COVID, but let me tell you something. Listen to a video. That's right. Somebody say, divided we fall. That's Maxwell's 1984 on there. I appreciate that. It's due to him that we doing the things we doing. It's due to him that the world stopped. All Federal Reserve buildings, businesses are stopped. Pay some respect to Dr. King. Don't forget your past. To not know your past is to remain a slave. To not know your history is to remain a slave. Learn your history and learn how they was the enemy. They want you to think that black ain't beautiful, baby. Let me tell you something. You around here walking around with these wigs on, trying to look like them. You putting blonde in your hair, trying to look like them. You putting contacts in your eyes, trying to look like them. You black, You beautiful, you a queen. If he can't seem to see what I see in you, then baby, lose his dog ass. But don't you lose the power to smile and laugh and understand that Dr. King created a path. Rosa Parks created a path. Harriet Tubman created a path for you to walk down and be just as mighty and strong as them. And they passed the baton for you to be a queen, not to sell coochie, not to script, not to suck your hips out and take your ass and put body parts and repost all type of things that God ain't gave you. That ain't what God told you to do. That ain't what your ancestors died for. And just know, when you feel weak in the times of adversity, just know that ancestors are behind you. And they tapping God on the shoulder, telling him, don't forget about her. Don't forget about him. You see what he going through. You see what she trying to do. And look how the enemy testing him. Harriet Tubman up there in heaven right now. Your grandma prayer still protecting you to this day. And if you lost somebody from COVID or any kind of other host shit, I want you to look at them as a guardian angel. And I also want you to understand that God don't make mistakes. God take people out this place for a reason, a season, and it's for you to learn a lifetime lesson. Because they're going to become your guardian angel and make sure you get your blessing. The things you going through right now is making you out to be the things you ask God for. These are the processes. These are the turbulent times that you don't want to go through, but you got to go through it because it's going to take you somewhere in life. I went through it. Anybody successful went through something. Nobody could jump in the air and stay there. I don't care who you is. If you jump up in that air, you could be Michael Jordan. His ass come down too. You could be Donald J. Trump. His ass come down too. Whoever you are, if you think you invincible or you think you rich and you're probably miserable, if you jump in the air, you can't stay there. You are no better than nobody. When you get money, help people. When you get money, do like the Prince family, donate to people. When you be on Instagram and you trying to blow your page up, comment good things on the person's page. Support people. Share their they content. You on Facebook, you on YouTube, share their content, man. They ain't gonna hurt you. That's gonna help you. Cause when you get in a position, that's what you want people to do for you. Help people. Don't hurt people. Cause hurt people hurt people. People only trying to hurt you cause they hurt. People only trying to step on you because they've been stepped on. But let's break that cycle. If you got 5 matches in a book and 3 matches burnt down, that one match stop and step back, that other match will never get burnt. Which means if you're trying to break a family curse, first you got to identify that curse in your family and address that shit. First thing you can always do in your life is always say, that's my sister. That's my brother. Man, that's my brother. Man, you got to cut your brothers off. You better look up Cain and Abel. Cut your motherfucking brother off. Cut your sister off. Leave them people alone. Because people will turn on you. Never get yourself attached to nothing that you can't walk away from in the heat of the moment, because they will walk away from you as quick as possible. I want to thank y'all for watching this video. I want to thank you for supporting me. I want to thank you for sending them donations through, supporting me. I want to thank you for going to wethebusiness.com and buying a crown and buying a pair of shades. I want to thank you for buying my sweaters, buying my garments. I want to thank you for supporting my Patreon page where I go give out money to the homeless and you donate to me every month. I want to thank you for that. Because you ain't have to do that, and you are a blessing, and God gonna see to it that Misha Curating gets blessed. God gonna see to it that even if you ain't got the money to do that, you still hitting that like button. You still putting them post notifications on. You still watching. You still sharing. You still share this video, because do you understand what it takes to stand out here in my state when I got a whole bunch of things I could be doing? But I'd rather be on here with Marquise Jenkins I'd rather be on here with the Prince family, Misha Creighton, and all the rest of them, Aaron Murphy, John T. Scott. I remember, I started to remember King B. I started to remember my supporters by name, because if you ain't supporting, you ain't important. So when you send a donation through, when you hit that like button, when you comment, I remember you. And I'll never forget you for the rest of my life. Because do you know how hard it be for a black man to support another black man? And you know how hard it be for a person. It's something simple, just like a like button. You could just press a like button, like, look, like. That don't hurt. But you know it's some black people out here, just because it's you, they don't want to hit that button. Because they scared that you gonna blow up. They scared that you gonna make it. So they don't want to hit that like button, because you know why? They feel like, you know what, if he blow up, he gonna be bigger than all of us. Not knowing that if he blow up, he might put his arm down and pick your ass up. Sule on here tonight, baby. Fine ass. Hey, baby. Hey, Miss Parker. I'm gonna be in Tampa tomorrow. I'm gonna be in Tampa tomorrow at the Lookers. Some spot called the Lookers. They got me hosted for after Martin Luther King Day parade party. I'll be at Tampa tomorrow at the Lookers. I want to thank everybody for watching. Definitely go to MrProblemSolver.net if you want to support the movement and get a one-on-one session with Nino Brown. So let me explain to you. So let's just say you go to MrProblemSolver.net and you sign up for a mentoring program. Within 24 to 48 hours, I'm going to email you back personally or my assistant and schedule a time where we can face-to-face Zoom, one-on-one, just me and you talking about whatever you want to talk about. I'm going to help you work out your problem, and I'm going to teach you how to run your business. Free all day tomorrow. I got a flight to Tampa, and then I'm ready to work. So listen, definitely reach out to me. MrProblemSolver.net. That's MrProblemSolver.net. You sign up for the Zoom call. You sign up for the one-on-one phone call. I call you. We talk about whatever you want for your time, and let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's build. Each one teach one, bring one. Each one teach one, reach one. Also, go to readthebusiness.com and buy one of these crowns tonight. Valentine's Day coming up. Crown your king, baby. Show him some love. Put a crown on him, man, and treat him like one. Buy him a shirt. Love don't pay bills. Show some love, baby. Buy your queen some. We got them queen crowns in there. Support the movement. Believe that. Thank y'all for watching. We the business. Make sure y'all call me tonight. 786-310-3112. Thank you so much for watching. We the business.